Good evening, good evening. Welcome. Welcome to this Thursday night in the midst of Mercury in its madness of the retro. How are we coping with the retro? Hey, Steph. Just checking out. Oh, something is happening here. How are we going? Who is here? Let us do this. Can you hear me properly, please? Oh, good evening, Adam. We'll just do them both. Let's see how it is working here. Hello, hello. Hey, Monique. Good evening. Yes. Well, just tell me if you can hear me properly because I'm trying to have the headphones working on both phones, so it's kind of adventurous. Well, how was your week? How are you coping? How are you dealing with this Mercury in retro? And do you love this very hot weather? How is the weather there in Sydney, Adam? I hope that it's not too humid here. I thought that we have moved to Thailand or to Bali, right? It is that hot. You can hear me. Excellent. Thank you, Steph. So, what are we going to talk about? Today we're going to talk about the real truth. The truth, perfect, thanks. The truth of things and how much do you actually compromise yourself. Hey, Cass. So this is the meet and greet time. And that's where you tell me how was your week. And that's where you tell me before I'll go into my little note. So you know how this conversation works, really. I'm just chatting with you. And then you start to interact with me if you choose to, of course. And I guess one of the things that came up this week for me, despite and with all everything that is happening, and there is so many things that are happening in front, behind the scene, in front of the scenes. Even though that the aircon is on 18, I am still sweating here. It's unbelievable. And by the way, you can say congratulations because you can meet your new owner builder, because it's so hard to accept and to receive other builders around. So I had to do it myself. So, you know, that's what you do. I've done it this week. So this is, I guess, another mini qualification that I have acquired this week. So yes, this is the new owner builder. Hi, Az. So basically, yes, it was a forced basically, but thank you. Basically today we're going to talk about how are you being truthful to yourself? How many times do you actually follow other people's truths and the way that they have expectations of you, yet it doesn't really suit you. You're working and doing and being and I guess accepting and following so many other people. But does it suit you? Do you actually want to do the things that you do? This is a question for you. How many times you actually follow, let's say, as you know, you want to care for your dad. However, some people are expecting you to do things in a certain way. You're saying, hang on, where's everyone? Monique, the same. Cassie, you have upgraded your status. You have upgraded things. Now you can actually enjoy your life. I want each and every one of us to enjoy their lives, to enjoy their passion, and to follow what they need to do for themselves. Sometimes when we are following the things, sometimes when we are following things, we seem to have our own broken wings, okay? So do we need to take our own things first? Now, it's not necessarily selfish, it is self-care. So it will always come to self-care first. There are people who will put everyone first before themselves. But remember, this is like driving a car. At a certain stage, you will need to service it, you will need to give it petrol, water, oil. Otherwise, it will go, but only to a certain point. So how and where are you being loyal to yourself? Okay? My daughter had an incident this morning. She left her car. She didn't read the sign. Her car was towed. She said, pick me up. I said, I can't. I'll pay for your Uber, come home. But no. Why? Because I couldn't. I didn't have the time. It wouldn't make sense. Come. The rest of the fine was on her. But, you know, I could do the minimum there for her so she can learn the lesson, and next time she will read the sign properly. Because it was the next sign, not the sign. But hey, it's a rookie mistake, right? But if she won't learn it, I won't be able to, she will have to repeat it again. So I'd rather her do it once. Painful, but it is what it is, right? So sometimes we do things and we work on a matter of safety and security, but when we play safe, we may not necessarily really experience the life. We won't necessarily feel the way that we want to feel about things, right? And this is where we need to allow ourselves to go out of our comfort zone. I can tell you this week I was invited, and you can see the cheeky look in my eyes coming through. I was invited to play backgammon. It was a backgammon tournament. There were 12 people. I haven't played backgammon for probably 10 years. Last Thursday, literally after the session, a friend came over. She said, come to this backgammon. I was like, are you sure? Like, I haven't. I played, I got third. Like, I haven't played forever. I was third. The first girl and third from everyone. And I've analyzed people as they were playing. Some people play safe. And I'm like, you're playing too safe. And I played, I remember one game when I won double point. I played, everything was open. I'm like, fuck it. Just play, go for it. And that was part of the things that I was like, what do you really have to lose here? It's a game. And at that game, I actually beat the lovely guy that I was playing against double points. Why? Because I gave it away. I had nothing to lose. It was only a game. And this is where I need you to see how you take life. Is it really that serious? Is everything that you do is life or death? Or could you just be truthful to yourself and dare to play? Dare to be, dare to go for it. And this is where, I guess, life takes you out of your comfort zone. And as soon as you will allow life to say, I trust, I let go, and I let God, it will come to you. I can tell you now, in the process of renovating my home, well, I'm still sorting out the tradies to come and to do things. And I was stuck with no carpenter. I'm still semi-stuck. And every time that I could feel that stress cup filling up, I just said, I let go and let God. I let go and I let God. And immediately it was like, psh, everything went down. Immediately I got relaxed. And then I said, all right, I just have to trust it. If I can't do it now, it's not going to happen. And excellent, Cassie, that you went to that music festival. That's the way. That's it. It's like, what do I have to do? Why not? Just do it. And I guess the one thing that came through to me was, as soon as I will let go, I will let other things to come in. Okay? So we are in the midst of Mercury and Venus in retro. We're just before the new moon. Not only that it will be a new moon, it will be the Chinese lunar year. And that means that we are entering into the year of the tiger. If you want, actually, next week I can join my friend Salwa to give you a few minute talk about it. Would you like that? Give me some thumbs up if you want, because that's going to be very interesting. That's going to be cool. Would you like do this if you want me to bring her up on the live? Why not? Let's make it happen. I guess what I would like to inspire you with is to really start to keep your energy as number one. Beautiful. I shall do that. I will make her join us. It's about humbleness. It's about authenticity. It's about letting go of those broken wings. Stop caring for people who don't want to be cared for, or they just suck your energy. How many people around you do you feel that you speak to them and you try to motivate them and you try to empower them, yet they then suck your energy? Do you have any people like this in your life? Do you have any people that you really want them to get better, but they're just, being like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh? And when they are being like Eeyore, they suck and drain your energy. And this is where I want all of you. Yes, exactly. You used to. Very good. And that is it. You can show people, but show them by example. Okay? I hope that you guys are coming and watch me because I inspire you a little bit. But why do I inspire you? Not because that I am who I am and ta-ta-ta. No, don't you ever do that. That's not why I do this. I'm sharing with you some of the experiences, and that's why I put my examples in, so you can see how human I am, and I can lose my as well, totally. Yet I persevere, and I try to do my best in order to stay in that energy of positivity, and I will fight the survive through the revive into the ultimate thrive. And what does thrive mean for you? Thrive is about being in that full happy consciousness that at least you gave it the best go. Okay? When you have expectations, what happens? You will most likely be disappointed, right? Because as soon as we get all the expectation, we have already created a certain reality in our lives. And then when the real reality comes through, it usually clashes and doesn't really happen. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions? Give you a few seconds. Alana, when is your wedding? I'm so happy for you. Now, any questions? No questions. Good. Just reading quickly your comments. Aruka, you need to put yourself more at the front. It's enough. It's enough of suffering. I don't want anyone to suffer anymore. You don't need to suffer. Okay? Next month. That's awesome. Beautiful. Thank you. I want you to picture yourself, okay? Standing in the middle of the sun, 12 o'clock, noon. The sun is up there. If you are the sun, and I had this discussion with a friend of mine. If you are the sun, no, it is not a thunderstorm, it is the terrain. Not for very long. If you are the sun, if you're standing under the sun, you will see the shadow behind you. Is it threatening? Is it stressful? It is part of you. I don't want you to be scared of your shadow side, but I want you to master it, okay? So don't be afraid, master it. How do you master it? By knowing it. Knowing that it will be behind you, it will be beside you. If you'll move, it will be longer or shorter, because this is what shadow do. And shadow can linger and be close to you. But does it mean that it's scary or is it dangerous? Not necessarily. I want us to be able to combat, to own, to master our shadow side. And when you do have anxiety, depression, other form of stress, you just breathe and you're saying, okay, what is your purpose? What do you want from me? What are you actually saying to me that you want my attention? You know, according to the American Indian philosophy, some problems there, but let's see. According to the American Indian philosophy, the pain, and in many other traditions, let me just broad that, the pain is actually a teacher. So a pain in the knee, it's fear of moving forward. The knees, according to the Chinese medicine and kinesiology, relates to the kidneys. Kidneys is about drinking water, but kidney is about fear and dread and terror, which takes you then to the bladder as an organ. Yet, if you go to the toilet a lot, there could be anxiety, there could be dread, it could be terror. It could be as well a weak bladder, but that will be, why is it weak? Okay? And this is part of the things that's what we do at the clinic. That's what we clear. Hey, Anish. So everything has a sign. Everything has a clue. And it doesn't mean that it's doom and gloom. Our aim is to look at things not through the doom and gloom. Our aim is to look at the doom and gloom and have, once that we have done the reason, we can let it go, because then it will make sense, right? Does that make sense to you? I know that there's some reconnection problems. And actually, this is going to be a thunder here. Thunder is in Caulfield. Still 31 degrees, but thunder. So what is your real truth? What is your real truth? What are you standing for? Can you look at yourself in the mirror? And those of you who did my course, you know, in one of the chapters there, I tell you, go and stand in front of the mirror and say, hey, I love you. How are you going? Remember that, Danielle? This is where you need to look at yourself in the eyes, because you are the only person that you need to be accountable for within your values and morals. You are the only one who is really important, and you know if you can sleep well at night. You know if you can be restful and know I've done the best that I could. And when you do the best that you could, nothing else matters. Because the result doesn't really matter. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy the journey? That is what matters. That is the real thing. When you worry, whether it's about the illness, whether it's about your health, whether it's about what will happen, you're actually stopping the flow of life. Okay? You need to give the dog some calm anti-anxiety drops. So, I guess, for example, when I've designed the homeopathic, the elixir collection, and now there are 22 elixir in it, I've designed it for the ailment, for the anxiety, for the depression, for the stress, for the trust, for the love, for the forgiveness. And why is that? Because when you are connected, when you are allowing yourself to be truly connected, you can let go of the stress, you can let go of the panic, and then you just eliminate the cause. Because you know, even if I walk in the valley of death, I shall not fear, because God is with me. So really, the whole, and whether you believe in God, Goddess, the universe, you know that there is something bigger and stronger. And if you don't, then you're in trouble. Because if you don't believe in anything, what can support you? Okay? And that's where I need you to find, what do you believe in? Okay? Because when you know that there is God, a higher being there, and I'm not talking about the God of the church or the synagogue or the mosque or the monastery, I'm talking about the God as well within. Because remember, the Hebrew word neshima, which is the breath, right? When you have the breath, it is the soul. The letters are literally the soul from God. And once that you have that breath, you're alive. When you don't, you're dead. If you're not breathing, you're dead, right? And this is where we need, Yasu, this is where we need to have that ultimate faith that everything will be okay. And that everything is okay. And that everything is happening for a reason. And if you are not there for a reason, then it's not the right story. Yasu, Angela. So, how are you going to start manage yourself in a way that will support you? Give me some suggestions. What can you actually do? What can you actually do to support yourself? First of all, do you have any suggestion there? Or do you want me to continue? Because when we are not connected, then we are full of illusions. We're full of diversion. Trust. Trust in what, darling? Things that make you feel good, yes. So what makes you feel good? Be more specific. Be more specific, Alana. Trust in what? Libby, trust in what? I know that even though the things, let's talk about the building, right? Even though the railroad didn't pay me yet, even though I have to start to do, what will be is that ultimate trust. Like if you can do whatever you can do in order to set things, and can I tell you, this is the only thing that I'm doing. Until the end of this Mercury in retro, which will be next Friday, not tomorrow, the following one, maybe next week, we will actually celebrate it. Okay, if my friend 𝗨𝗧 is not doing anything, I'm going to ask her to be with us for part of the beginning of the session of next week. Well, she doesn't know it yet, but let's do it. Faith and trust in God. Surround yourself with people who enrich you, who make you smile and support you as well. Support you, okay? I can tell you that the only thing that you can do is you can prepare the things for when it is the right time, okay? So, for example, if there are any women here that were pregnant, that we were told, prepare a bag. So there will be a bag prepared for the right moment. What will the bag have for the baby? It will have a few outfits, it will have some nappies, it will have whatever you need. But the bag is there. We don't know when we're going to give birth, right? But it is there ready. When they're telling you prepare, there might not be water, so you buy some water. COVID preparation, go and buy toilet paper. OMG, right? Always have the specific few days preparation, but it's few days. What's the difference? Do you go every day to the supermarket? No. So don't ever buy or do actions from fear, because that will be the lingering energy. I will never forget, there was once a practitioner who used to advise to her clients to make a pumpkin soup and take away all her anger on that pumpkin soup. When she's chopping it and peeling it, I'm like, and what about all the negative energy that you're putting into it? I'm sure that you have all seen that will be the very angry pumpkin soup, right? Yes, but it's a big one and you can chop it. No. I'm sure that a lot of you have watched the Mesuthu Emuru, the water professor, and where he isolated the water flakes, we'll call them, or he did the experiment with the rice. So you take 2 jugs of rice, fresh made rice, put them in a jar, and a little jar, and one you say, I love you, for 2 weeks. I love you, I love you. And the other one, you're horrible, you're disgusting, you're horrible. And then you close it, you put it just on the window, identical, right? Same pot of rice. After those week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it was, doesn't matter, the I love you one stayed fresh and beautiful and amazing, and the other one started to get moldy. And the scientists between you will say, well, what? How? But it's the same. Exactly right. It's the energy. Hi, Sam. So it's when you have this energy, positive or negative, this is what you will have back. Okay? If I was speaking about the water flake, like a snowflake, when it was played heavy metal music, it was distorted. When it was played classical music, it was very calm. So the actual microscope image of this water particle. Okay? And that's why in train station, they play classical music when they do, in order to prevent vandalism. And they are calming the people down. So again, I'll ask you again, what is your truth? What will keep you going? Don't get attracted to broken wings unless you heal them and set them free. Otherwise, there will be a burden on you and you will have to carry them all the way. Okay? And this is where you are bringing yourself into the next level of your own evolution. And just like this filter that you see with all the little rainbow, I want you to project that light around you. I want you to be this beam of light of yourself, within yourself, and have fun from the little things. Here, today I've done my nails. Aren't they gorgeous? Here. It has some orange, it has some purple, it has some glitter. Yes, I'm a 51-year-old, but it still makes me happy. Why? Because I took the time for me. She did my nails, we had fun, we had a nice chat. Who cares? You know, we need to look at things from this joyful point of view. It doesn't mean anything, you know, massive or severe. It's about having fun. Now, what happens when you don't have fun? I'll tell you. Very annoying things. Okay, it absolutely happened with plants as well. Plants, crystals, anything that lives and breathes and becomes. Okay? And definitely emotions, and definitely the cells. And this is where the cellular level is what matters. This is exactly the reason that when I've created the elixirs, homeopathy works on your cellular level. And this is where you change it. I don't know if Daniel is still watching. In the beginning, we're talking to him about oxygenation of the cells. People go and pay heaps of dollars for oxygen chambers. And really, a few drops of my oxygen can do exactly the same thing. Why? Works on the cellular level. Okay? So you compare $40 to whatever, a few $100s. My friend Vicky, she has now the lung cancer. And she said how much she feels that the oxygenation and hydration drops really helps her to breathe better. Is it a cure or medication? No. Is it can help? 100%. Okay? I'm not claiming anything. But what I am claiming, that cellular activity can affect the rest of the body. Full stop. Simple as that. So what happens when you don't care for yourself and when you don't do what you need to do? So it can affect you on what? It can affect you on relationships. It can affect you on your sexual activity. It can affect you with work. It can affect you with family. It can affect you with friends. Okay? Yesterday I had a beautiful client who have realized how much through the last maybe a year, her family is treating her differently because of her choices. And she chooses to stay truthful to her own truth, and so are they, and it clashes. So all we need to do is to agree to disagree. Okay? As well, how many people choose sexual partners, and while they are with the sexual partners, they choose to... Do you know how many women don't even climax? Do you know how many women just allow the one side to do what they want, but they, oh no, it's okay. Many. We do not want to do that. We want any interaction sexual, social, friends, family to be double-sided, to be a win-win. And it has to be a win-win in order for both sides to gain value. If only one side gained value and the other one sacrificed themselves, oh, I'll put other first. Oh, they're more important than me. Or maybe they will give me what I give them. Ain't gonna happen, people. It's not gonna happen. Unless you're going to express what you need, what you require. Not everyone are psychic. They don't know what you need. And besides, if you will tell them what you need, they might not want to give it to you. That's okay as well. That means that they are not the right people to get what you need from. Does that make sense? And this is that part of your negotiation about your life. This is that part when you are required, in order to protect yourself, to give yourself what you need. So remember, we spoke about expectations. We spoke about attachment. So what is the attachment? Why are you so attached to fix people or to need people to let them latch on you? I don't want any of my friends to latch on me, and they don't. I actually don't have friends that latch on me, and I do have friends. So it's about that energy that serves and makes a win-win. Does that make sense? It's funny, I had a chat earlier this week with this guy, and apparently he is very sexually active, and he said to me that as soon as the girls see him and see his, they just want him. And I was like, why? What is so special about it? He said, well, I am very, very, let's just say, he's very good at what he does. And he said, as soon as they see it, they just want him for that. So he is actually feeling used because of his body rather than his personality, if that makes sense. It goes both ways. The reason that I'm telling you about a man, because it happens to men as well as women. And this is equal. The energy is equal. Okay? I want you to have friends that loves you and adores you the same way that you love and adore them. I want you to be real with your families. Real. They all say that it's never true. Who says that it's never true, Cass? And this is where, when you are projecting that light of you, that is all that it needs. You will attract the same vibration. I don't want you to attract here, off your chart, or below your chart. I want you to attract you and what you need. And everyone in your life will teach you something. You just need to be clever enough to see if they're teaching you what to do or what not to do. And when they teach you what not to do, learn it quick and run, because you don't want to do it again and again, right? Because that can be painful. You will learn it once, twice, 3 times. Remember, in my book, which chapter? One of the chapters, when you actually see someone and you remember, oh, they remind me of blah, blah. That blah, blah, you have to remember if that blah, blah was good or not good for you. Because if it wasn't good for you, run. If they were good for you, keep and hug and give back. Does that make sense? And do you have any questions? Cassie, I'm waiting for your extra information there. ... Lots of learning. Now, someone might finish a relationship and then start another relationship, and they will fall for it. And then that second relationship might not be the one that they actually wanted. However, it showed them that love can still be there, but is it the love that they really want? Now, maybe that person had attachment or expectation that it will exceed the previous relationship. How many times you had a rebound exchange, right? And it's not the right person. However, it's the right person for that moment. Once that you have the right person for that moment, then you can learn a lesson. And what are the lessons that you need to learn? That you are amazing, that you are adorable, that you are lovable, that you are strong, and that you are capable to achieve whatever you want and whatever you need. Does that make sense? Because you can do it, and you can do it for yourself. So, how much are you willing to give yourself the chance to do things? And I'm no saint, I can tell you that. But I am making a proper journey in order to reassure myself that I'm giving it the best that I can. And that's all you can do, give it the best go. Make sense? So what is your only mission? To realize, are they for my team or not? If they're not, what are they teaching me? If they are, what are they teaching me? Can you become complacent? No. You need to check whether you have attachments, whether you have expectations from that person. You know, in Hebrew, we have an expression. The word pillowcase is just, it's the same as expectation, sounds like. So we say expectations are only for the pillows. So you cannot have any, it makes sense in Hebrew. You cannot have any expectations from anyone because they won't give it to you. And you'll just fall and be disappointed. Okay? I don't want you to be disappointed. So we said few things. We said your job is only to shine your light. Your job is to do the best that you can at any given moment. Okay? And once that you're doing things for yourself, you gave it the best go. Shiv here is joined us here on the Insta. And she is the most amazing exercise person that I have ever seen. She will fight it. We used to train together. She will fight it. She will do it. She will encourage it while she's half dead. But she's like the super strong woman. And I freaking admire her because her stamina is like admirable. And this is a person that I look after. I look upon. And saying, hey, I want to have that stamina and not to give up on me and to just keep doing it and moving things the best that you can. Okay? So this is for you guys. Do you have any questions? So what is your truth? What is it that you would like to manifest and to create? What would you like to manifest and to create for yourself? What can you be inspired by to do? If there are people here who drinks alcohol, excessive, or eat sugar, excessive, or do any form of addiction, excessive, how much of it do you really enjoy? And as people who knows, who come to my clinic, and they want to quit smoking, and I'm just saying, okay, how many of them do you actually enjoy? And they're saying, usually with cigarettes, it's 2 to 3, max. Because it's the first one, then it's after the meal, and then it's at night. What do you do all the middle? It's an excuse or a chance to get a break. It's a habit when they drive, when they this, when they that. It's not really for the full joy, it's a habit. So only thing I'm saying, and you can match it to alcohol or to sugar or to wherever the addiction is, just do the one that you love. Clean your act. Clean your act, and then you'll just do. Oh, my cat is trying to impress us here. Pardon me. Just do the one that you really enjoy, the one that you really love. And same with friends. Just see the one that you truly enjoy and love. Okay? What does it give back to you? Okay? Make sense, lovely people of the internet? Okay. So I want to hear some. What is your truth? Family and loving home. Amazing. And define a family. What will it have? And how will you live with that? How would you like it? So a lot of people do vision boards and vision this and vision that. Every morning or every night, when you do your shower, picture it done. Before you go to sleep, picture it done. Congratulate yourself. I'm doing it with visualization at stages for my home. Just it is already done. Genuine connections, that's it. Genuine connection will give you truth. This is the real truth. That genuinity, that authenticity. You're canceling the attachment. You're canceling your expectations. Because if someone can come, I have a beautiful client that comes to see me, and she said to me, what did she say to me? Did you know that lack of testosterone can contribute to tiredness? Now, it had no context, nothing. I get a random one. And I'm like, okay, yes, and? And I saw her and her daughter the next day. And she was like, are you upset with me? I said, no, why? Why will I be upset with you? Why will I be upset with anyone, right? She said, because you said to me, and? And I'm like, okay, let's read the message together. And the message was like, did you know that testosterone? I'm like, yeah, elementary, Watson. Yes, of course I do. And she said, I thought you were upset with me. I said, no. Read it again. And then she said, oh, I just wrote it as a note for you to ask it tomorrow, and I sent it. So she has created already the expectation or the thing that I'm already upset with her. And I'm like, no. So we had a good laugh. Like it was first thing in the morning, so then she didn't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. Always be brave enough to clarify, especially when Mercury and Venus are in retro. What does it mean? It means that conversation will go haywire. It means that agreements. It means that people say, oh, but no. Clarify. Okay? If people say, yeah, let's meet in our regular, what is the regular place? Hang on. Order me. What is that? So, Shiv, what does it mean, non-toxic relationship? How are they toxic? Is it because of the habit? Is it because that people whinge and moan? Is it because of what? There are so many toxic conversations there, right? Or relationships. You know, it is funny because people are so used to whinge and moan that they don't even realize that they do that. They think that they are debriefing. So I'm going to give you a rule, if you can, that you can whinge and moan, but limit it for 2 minutes. Maximum 3. And then, done. Literally, put it on the timer. Finish, empty it. Why? Because we can treat it just like anger. And we know that 3 minutes of anger can debilitate your immune system for 8 hours. 3 minutes, 8 hours. No good. Okay? So we don't want to do that. So have you heard of the expression active listening? That comes from the counseling world. Basically, active listening is if you have a partner or you live with someone or you just talk with a good friend, it is all good. You literally make sure that people talk to each other, and it can start. And I'm seeing myself here twice. So I'll talk to myself then, how was your day? And then the other person is saying, well, I saw this and this and this and this and whatever they want to say. And I had lunch with this one and then, or I forgot my lunch and I didn't know what to do and so on and so on. The first person is just, was there anything else? And how did you feel about it? Just a little thing. And then they keep talking and keep talking and keep talking. Ding, ding, 2 minutes are gone. Okay? Then you swap. And how was your day? And the other person, and how did it make you feel? And Now, if you won't do that, firstly, you might feel that you're not being heard. You feel that you want to share things with other people. You will feel that the other person that might be more talkative just dumped their crap on you, but you can't speak back that's on you. I need you to take responsibility for that as well. And then because that you still have all this pocket of information to share and you have it, then it will be dribs and drabs and dribs and drabs. And it's like you're continuing, and then it's never been completed. And then you're feeling unfulfilled. So instead of that, I need you to sit there with the other person and just chat. Finish with this, let them finish, and then it is done. Then you are completed, empty, and each one can go and do whatever they want to do. And then it is fine. Does that make sense? And it goes especially for people who are more talkative than the other, and then they just let the other talk, and they don't. And then they're being swollen within it, or they're feeling that they're being forgotten, or the other person who's talking, doesn't realize that the other one needs to be heard as well. Does that make sense? Give me some thumbs or love heart or comments, because I want to know if I'm on the right track there. Okay? So again, your homework is to be truthful to you. And next week, hopefully, I'll be able to ask for my friend 𝗪𝗧 to join us for the Chinese New Year, the Tiger Year. So I might actually give you a homework. Okay, if you want to know a little bit more specific, I want you to send me on a personal message, either on Insta or Facebook, I don't mind, your date of birth, okay? Year, date, and hour. So like this, we can tell you exactly what animal you are. Actually, you know what? Save that. I want you to just Google your date of birth according to the Chinese year, and like this you will know. So I know that I'm a dog, and I know that I'm a yang fire, okay? You can send me the date of birth if you want, if you don't know what it is, if you can't get if you're a yin or yang, or if you need to know if you're the fire, the earth, the metal, the water, or the wood. Like this, we will do a quick one, and we'll be able to do. Do you have any questions? Okay, so until the end of the month, you still have buy two and get the third one in half price. What would you like me to do for you as a special for, and remember, you have this beautiful scent of the soul, the 2 candles, and smells just so amazing. So that's the beautiful little thoughtful gift for you. I can raffle one of them if you want. I'd love that. And we have the scent of the soul, the flowers, and the signature and the private collection. Yes, I can be childish. I'm just very excited. All right, who wants a card? Thanks, Shiv. So are you. From Survive to Thrive by moi, Sharon Tal. 74 cards that will take you from all this energy. So who wants me to pull a card? Say me. Hallelujah. Replenish and success. So we are all going to be very successful with that. So let me just sage it. Those are the cards from week to week. Who wants to say me? Okay. Let me just shuffle. Oh, there are a few me's. Yay, that's nice. I love that interaction. Okay, Steph, you were the first on Insta. Facebook is a little slow to respond there. Okay, so shuffle. All right, ready? Let's do this. Haruka, you just need to make a list and tick it off. This is my tip for you. I'm a Virgo. I'm very much about action. So you just do it, okay? All right, Steph Elaine, first card for you. You might be feeling fearful, yet you need to be courageous. Say with me, I'm now willing, ready, and able to be free of my fear. So if you do have a fear, it is time to let it go. It is time to release it and to be connected. Oh my God, how amazing my nails are. This was very shallow of me, but so excited on the other hand. Steph, Elaine, time to get up and move and be free of your fears. Make a list of your fears and just look at them logically and saying, what am I really scared of? Okay? Stephanie D. Are you feeling hopeless at the moment? What the fuck, people? I now choose to trust. Even if I can't see it, there is hope. I am hopeful. Okay? I'm going to pull here for both of the Stephs. Be agile. You need to have more patience. I am agile and I now choose to adjust to life changes effortlessly. Okay? I don't have any response from Facebook, so I don't know if any of you want to have cards. Shiv. A card for you, Shiv. Are you feeling trapped at the moment? I no longer feel trapped. I am now free to shine my light. So even if you are feeling that, it is an opportunity for you to release it and to shift and to move from them. Does that make sense? Okay. That's for you, Shiv. Rosie. Interesting. Deprive and replenish. Ready? I am now willing, ready, and able to nurture myself and shine my light. Go and shine your light with this amazing new job. Monique, a card for you, darling. Empowerment. This is the time to feel that empowerment. I am now willing, ready, and able to empower myself and others. So how can you then go and empower other people? Alana. Alana? Oh my God, fulfilled. Who are you there, huh? I am now willing, ready, and able to live in my fullest expression of myself, which you are. You are tick, 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 tick. All your dreams are coming true. I'm so happy. And Rosie, just because it was your birthday, one for relationships. You might be frustrated a little bit. However, I now choose to see the big picture. So the universe is actually protecting you. Okay? I now choose to see the big picture and release and transform my frustration into love. So it could be that currently relationship could be frustrating and dating app could be frustrating. It goes for you too, Monique. And I'm going to pull another one for relationship for both Monique, Steph, and Rosie. Oh, there you go. Abundance. I'm always scared when I say that. I'm like, oh shit. But this is abundance. So you're all going to be beautiful there. I'm now proud of my achievements and I'm full of gratitude for my wonderful life. Abundance is everywhere. Let me sing here. Kara joined me. It's raining men. Ooh, hallelujah. That's what you need there. That raining. Because that's what you're looking for. Haruka Bird. The card for you is universal love. I now feel universal love in every cell of my body. I'm ignoring some writing there as well. You're welcome. Who else wants it? Anyone else would like a card? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is all happening. All right. If anyone else from Insta wants to say me, and let us go there here. Okay, Cassie, are you still with us there? Cassie, a card for you is self-acceptance. I am now willing, ready, and able to accept myself and others. Zoom. Okay, so first of all, accept yourself. Libby. Okay. I remember Good Soup. Who is that? Give me your name, code name, KGB there. All of you there, little KGB. Okay, so Libby, the card for you is Heart Center. Heart Center, I am now willing, ready, and able to connect myself and the world through my heart. That's it, Cleopatra. And for beautiful Raymond, wanting to change. I now realize that change is important to my evolution. It is safe to change. Just tell him, I say, Ayuni. There we go. And then Tracy even though it's Caro, but I will do first of all Tracy. Tracy, don't be a little bit melancholic. You now choose to lift your sadness and fill yourself with joy. Okay? And for Caro, the card is communication. I am now willing, ready, and able to express my emotions, even though it's Mercury in retro. Oh my God, save us. In a constructive way. That's what we need to persevere. I communicate in a higher form of love. Everyone, give me your higher love. Oh, oh. All right, and then one for me will be in a second. Very good. Francis. Boom. Francis, time to be free. Free. The war is over and I am now free. Okay? So this is it. Beautiful. Oh, and a card for me. Okay, I've been asked twice. Revive and balance. That's for me. I am now willing, ready, and able to grow. How will I grow? How will I know? I now heal all my traumas. I choose to revive and thrive right here, right now. Amen to that. So potentially my belief that I need to do it all on my own can fly away, because now I can let other people join in and help and support. Right. Yvonne, Yasu, reassess and conscience. I am now willing, ready, and able to assess my life and to find my true calling. Okay, Yvonne, maybe you need to look at things a little bit differently. Right? Yes, Ayuni. Ayuni is good. Anyone else on Facebook, just let me know. 𝗥𝗘𝗧, I don't know if you're with us or not, but 𝗥𝗘𝗧 for you is expression. My expression is now full of positive energy that fills me up with joy and positivity. Back to Insta. Cleopatra. Who's 𝗪𝗔𝗔𝗃? But first for Cleopatra. Cleopatra, your card is scattered. I now collect all my scattered pieces, exactly what we spoke about on Sunday, and move into clarity. I am united within myself. Okay? And Harris, a card for you. Harris, you are cooling down. I no longer feel overly hot, and my body temperature is perfect. I am now cool, calm, and collected. So when we're getting angry, when we are in distress, temperature goes up. As well when we are in Melbourne at the moment. I guess we will always complain about the weather. It is too funny, right? Avi, 𝗪𝗪𝗪, מה שלומך? All the way from New York. 𝗨𝗏 choosing to move and trusting. Maybe you will move to Israel, huh? I now choose to move forward in my life, Avi, and I'm now willing, ready, and able to fly high. 𝗪𝗪𝗪 למעגל השישי. See, I have some code words with people, because that's what we're doing here. You're more than welcome. Anyone else? Savion, a card for you. Regeneration. My cells are now regenerating to full capacity on all levels and dimensions. And it's Savion's mom's birthday, Vicky. A card for Vicky. Back to life. Everyone sing. Back to life. I'm now safe and back to life. And Drew, my hero, that helps me demolish everything. Drew is coming into the light. I am now part of the Universal Light Collective family. Brilliant. Anyone else want me to pull a card for them? How are you all feeling? Are you willing to take responsibility for yourself and be truthful with yourself? Or are you going to invite all those needy people, broken wings, to get you to do more things for them instead of yourself? So no more diversion, not talking about pets. I'm talking about people. Don't let people drag your energy, okay? Because you are the one that needs to take care of yourself. Do you have any questions? Do you have anything that you would like me to answer? I'm here for you. I want you to totally enjoy. I want you to totally have fun. I want you to allow yourself to be in your ultimate best. Remember, the sun is shining. There will be a shadow. So what? The shadow will move. Your job is to shine your light. And that is your homework. At least until next week when I'll see you again and I'll give you another wake up. So if you want, as I said, I'm going to get my friend to join us and to do the live with us in relation to the year of the tiger. And I'll see how we're going to do it, because I don't know if I can bring people on the Facebook Live. I know I can do it with Insta, but we will see. We will find a way. Unless you will just come over, actually. Why not? All right, beautiful. So do you have any questions? If not, I am here for you. Silvana or someone, if you want me to pull a card, I can do it very quickly. If not, it is all good. I hope I didn't miss anyone. And if I do, I'm happy to pull you a card. It is all fine. Again, cards, books, specials, go to the 𝗨𝗪𝗏.com.au. Spread the word. Do the love. It's all about love. And I wish you all the best. Okay? Take care, everyone. Be well. And have fun, because it's all about fun.